You know what annoys me the most out of this Body Snatchers movie? This movie here has a lot of brilliant scenes in it. This is the 1993 version. Um, you got Forrest Whitaker in the movie. You got Meg Tilly, Gabriel Anwar, Billy Worth. Billy Worth, I remember him. He was in Lost Boys, man. He was one of the vampires with Kiefer Sutherland and them. But in this movie here, like when the aliens, the aliens, the humans that's been cloned or whatever, whenever they get bad or they want to snitch, they just like that. That is so annoying. It's so annoying. It's like you can't you so you instead of taking me on one or whatever, you're gonna do that, and it's like I get it, but it's like I don't like that. I always thought that was weak and annoying, and I was just waiting on somebody to shut them up, and nobody shut them up. That's probably the only downside that I have in this movie. Like this movie here, I remember flipping channels, and I didn't know about this movie until I'm flipping channels, and it was on that scene where Meg Tilly's character, she says to her husband, who, in response to her husband who was trying to leave and get out, she said, "Where are you gonna go? Where are you going to go? You want to leave. I get it. I understand. But listen to me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Where are you going to go? This is not an isolated incident. This is happening everywhere. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to run to? Where are you going to hide? There's nowhere to hide. We are everywhere. Just go to sleep and you will feel a lot better in the morning." The whole go to sleep part, it reminds me of two things. It reminds me of course, when you're a kid, your parents telling you to go to sleep. And then as a parent, also trying to get my kids to go to sleep. It's like, all right, I understand that. It is time to go to bed. Time to go night night. But and the other part is that it reminds me of the whack ass parents on the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. You know, Freddy Krueger is hunting and killing these kids in their sleep, and you're telling your kids to go to sleep, even uh, put sleep pills in their drink. Go to sleep. It's like they were sacrifice their children. But that's a different episode. We'll talk about that on a different day. But Meg Tilly, the way she delivered that, it was so creepy. You know, like that was that was a very impactful moment of the movie. And I remember a lot of times flipping the channels and I'm catching that part and I will watch the rest of the movie all the way through. I had no idea what was going on in the beginning and stuff. And I remember I had a phase where, well, I still like 90210. I think 90210, Beverly Hills 90210, the original, that's one of the greatest television shows ever. I mean, I love that show. And one of my favorite characters on there, she wasn't a regular, but she guest starred in many episodes and she was very memorable, was Emily Valentine. She played Brandon Walsh's girlfriend. And I thought she was awesome, man. I like her character. And Christine Elise, she also that's who plays her. She also starred in Child's Play too. And when I saw she was in this movie, I'm like, oh, I know her. Okay. And she's one of the ones who did the snitching. Ah, like with these body snatchers, and see the tone of this movie here. That's what I thought. That's what we was gonna get consistently with the Marvel Secret Invasion, but we didn't get that. But anyways, this movie here, man, like the little alien creatures, they almost start off. They look like little hairy critters. The movie Critters. That's what they look like. but they send these tentacles in your body while you're sleeping, and then they're taking on your entire likeness. I mean, it's creepy as hell, man. And it had me wondering, like, damn, I wonder which one is worse. Take over by invasion of the body snatchers or being taken over by the machines. I'd rather take my chances with the machines, man, because at least you still get to be yourself, you know? Well, at the same time, the machines they can assimilate as well. So, oh man, that stuff is lethal. But any movie where people are able to steal your likeness or someone you care about or somebody that you know likeness, oh man, that is terrifying because we're in a world where I remember like 20 something years ago, people didn't take the idea of cloning seriously, but it's taken very, very serious right now. That's scary. That's scary, man, the whole clone stuff. But, this movie here, like, it had a lot of like moments where it's like, okay, like you care about this family, okay? And the thing about it is like, okay, well, how do you survive in this situation? You're in an army base and you're trying to figure out who's who and what's what. That right there is like it's that's why these type of movies, man, like I like them, but I get annoyed by them because you know the aliens they always love to jump people and stuff, and it's like and they want you to assimilate to what they are, and it's like no, like me, I can't rock with that, you know. Um, Forrest Whitaker character had a very powerful moment in this movie. Like he's in the movie, but he's barely in the movie. But I believe one of his scenes is very, very memorable. Like this movie here has a lot of memorable scenes, and the scene where he's in the room by himself is like 8 or 9 of the aliens, and they're telling him, "Hey man, join us. You know, everything will be fine. You're a man of medicine and stuff." And he was like, "No, you're not taking my soul. You're not taking my soul." And I hate that he ended up taking his life. I would have rather him just fight to the death, but it probably wouldn't have been a fight to the death because they was trying to assimilate him. They wanted him. They wanted his likeness. Um, Try to figure out who's who. That is terrifying, especially when it comes to kids as well. Another scene in this movie where the little kid Andy, he's about 7 years old. He's in the classroom. 15 other kids are there. They all draw a picture and they color it. Everybody's picture is the same, except for his. And the look that little guy was giving, man, I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him because that's a messed up situation, but also it makes me think about my kids. Like if they was in that situation, like you see the innocence of this little kid's face, and he knows that something's not right. He needs to get up the hell up out of there, and he did, you know. But man, this movie here, it makes you wonder sometimes. It's like because you can pretend like you're one of them just by acting emotionless and holding your emotions in, but the thing about it, they will test you. They will ask you certain questions. Like I'm like, well, y'all alien race. Well, I guess they can't smell it. I mean, they could be suspicious of it, but they're gonna ask you certain questions, like to try to get some emotion out of you. So, like, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, right, and you say the Cowboys suck, oh yeah, you about to get riled up. Or if you're a Buffalo Bills fan and you trying to pretend that you're one of the body snatchers, one of the aliens, well, one of them is gonna tell you, you know what Bills stand for? Boy, I love losing Super Bowls. That's probably gonna make a Bills fan snap, you know. Or if you're a Patriots, New England Patriots fan, and you trying to assimilate and stuff, they'll say, yeah, uh, Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. they'll have a Patriots fan, or they gonna set it off because they're not gonna hear that. Or hey, somebody who's a LeBron James fan. Oh, look at him or her trying to pretend like they're one of the aliens. Oh, you just say, hey, yeah, LeBron James is not the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Oh, they gonna set it off. They gonna set it off. So I think about those things with when I watch this movie, but I enjoyed it. It's a real good movie to watch. Anyway, share your thoughts. Let me know. What do you think about Body Snatchers? All right, not Invasion of the Body Snatchers. We're talking Body Snatchers. Came out in 1993. Share your thoughts. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And thank you for tuning in to another edition of 31 Nights of Halloween.